Welcome back to Hermitcraft. All right. Well, I've spent some time looking this thing over, and I have come to a conclusion. And that is that in spite of the fact that it is so obviously and terribly wrong, having this sort of an end on the roof there, and over here having this weird little slopey thing and whatnot, it makes the house look weird. I have decided that I'm not going to fix it. And the reason for that is that it can serve kind of as a ongoing reminder. Spider, get out. Jeez. Try to do something. Anyway, it can serve as a reminder. You know, pay attention to what you're doing or it's going to come out weird. You know? Anyway, I have to tell you, this is the second time recording this video. Because the first time, everything went perfectly fine. Swimmingly even, you might say. Except, of course, there was no sound. Or specifically, there was no microphone audio. And I have no idea why, because I didn't change anything, but when I did a test recording just before I started this recording, it worked. And why it's not working, didn't work before, I have no idea. And just the oddities of recording video, I guess. In any event, I got to looking at the lighting thing, and I finally decided I'm not going to go with the one that uses a sea lantern, just simply because villagers down below, I can get glowstone from them, easy and reasonably cheap, over the course of doing business to get things taken care of, you know, to get things unlocked and whatnot. No, that's not going to fit right either. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thing would have to be right there, and that's not going to happen. Anyway, so I decided to go with this glowstone on fence post kind of light post. Jeez, turn your back for 2 seconds and these guys start showing up. Alright, let's get some daylight here. It's not going to stop that guy because he's wearing a helmet. But, hello, today. There. So I decided to go with this as a lighting thing, at least for along the pathways and streets. Throughout a large part of the majority of it, where there's 11 billion torches out here, I'm thinking end rods with leaves over the top. Although that spider showing up tells me that maybe I might need to put them a little closer together. Yeah. But I'm thinking I'm going to end up doing that because this great big huge field of torches is not what I had in mind for this. That was always a temporary measure. So I'm going to work on that and work out the right spacing to prevent spawns and whatnot, even though the light source is going to be down there. Now, another thing I've been working on, and it's probably easier to get to it through here, is the brewing facility that I had inside the cabin. I have moved it because it was, well, ugly. Meanwhile, back in the villagers, let's see. This guy is a librarian. He's the first one I've gotten. And we don't want him, and we don't want him. What are you? You're a cartographer. You are worse than useless. Go away. And you? Another librarian. All right. What kind of a trade do you got? That's a good sign. And your top or number one trade, projectile protection. Not awful. Alright, these guys have been breeding, but they're doing it real slow like. So anyway, the brewing facility. I had been looking at a bunch of tutorials, a bunch of designs, and I had almost settled on one, a Tango design that was it had two strikes against it though. Number one, it's freaking huge. It's like 10 by 17 by 9. Monstrously huge. And in spite of that, I was thinking about going with it because it's a beautiful, fully automated brewing thing. You select the ingredients you want to use, and then it just starts brewing. And it's, it's beautiful. The only problem is it was done in 2013, and the brewing stands didn't have this little bit of noise in it. So I ended up coming to the conclusion that while there might be some automated brewing or fancy brewing system that I might build in my single player world, here on Hermitcraft, what I think I need is just a couple of brewing stands, a chest full of ingredients, a couple of chests full of water bottles, a water source block right there for filling them, chests here to hold stuff, maybe some bookcases to give the place a little bit of a look, and maybe I'll come back and do something with end rods and recessed in the ceiling for lighting or something like that. Haven't figured quite what I want to do with that, and maybe even do something to have the walls and floor and ceiling not all be cobblestone, or stone or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on there. And down here, I still have to move this room. I've decided I need to move it that way at least 2 or 3 blocks, because that looks good. That doesn't. Yeah, so I'm going to need to work on that. Honestly, though, I know I had more to say, and I'm pretty sure more to do in the episode that I just recorded and didn't get any sound on, and had to pretty much pitch because it really isn't worth watching. As well, not when it's mostly a talky kind of thing, Those things, they don't do well to having post-commentary done on them. And I'm really not good at post-commentary anyway, so I'd rather not do it if I can avoid it. But the other thing that I was thinking of doing is doing more of the flying. And since I'm going to do that off camera, I'm just going to take a little note here in the statistics, pop in here. Distance by elytra, currently 395.92. That number will be higher in the next episode. How much higher, I don't know. Anybody care to guess? We'll see. In any event, I am going to hope that the microphone audio on this version of this episode actually holds true, and get this out and see if I can actually have more going on next time around. I need to get this lighting taken care of, because this great big huge field of torches has been driving me nuts since I put them all down. That really is not the look I want, so I need to get busy on that. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.